Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Hope you've got your comfortable boots on. The scouts have seen a number of fade rifts all over the forest. We've located this mysterious Fairbanks. He won't share his information with anyone but you. He and his men are camped out at Watcher's Reach, on the path ahead. From what we can tell, they're refugees from the war. Peasants, mostly.
Tell me everything you know about Fairbanks.
We don't know much about him. He appeared after the Civil War started, helping people fleeing from the destruction. Fairbanks is likely not his real name.
Do you know anything else about the region?
They call this place the Emerald Graves. Legend says that a tree grows here for every elven knight of Halam Sharal who perished in its defense. Makes you sad, doesn't it?
We are the last elven. Never again shall we submit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Inquisitor. I spoke thoughtlessly.
Thank you for the information. I'll head out.
One other thing. A group of deserters from the Imperial armies has established itself here. Freemen of the Dales, they call themselves. They are hostile to the Inquisition, and everyone else. Watch your back, Inquisitor.
Hello everyone, my name is Tocho and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition here in the Emerald Graves, and I forget exactly why we need to talk to this Fairbanks, even though I just read it not 2 minutes ago. But he seems to be having trouble with a rebel group, and we have to been requested to go and seek him out. It seems like there might be more happening here than he's letting on. Traveling through the Emerald Graves in the Dales, one will see dozens of carved stone wolves. The Dalish call these the Knights' Guardians. In the days of Elven, Halam Sharal, wolf companions walked along Emerald nights, never leaving the side of their chosen knight. Wolf and elf would fight together, eat together, and when the knights slept, wolves would guard them. The statues were erected in memory of their unbreakable bond.
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Not a geological survey, finally. So, is there anyone... Where is this dude? There's a bunch of stuff happening over here. Some red lyrium happening. Something had to do with Samson out here. Anyways, let's head out and see what happens. Oh look, a freeman.
Fairbanks is expecting you at the camp. Watch yourself. I'd like to trust you, but we don't trust anyone these days.
Fair enough. Hello, Fairbanks.
It is an honor to meet the Herald of Andraste.
You're too kind.
As much as I admire you, however, I did not reach out to the Inquisition just for this. As my missive stated, we can help each other. You have encountered the Freemen. Aggressive bastards, no? They've killed a dozen of my people. We've tried to fight, but we cannot match their strength. You can. Why should you care about this, you ask? Because the free men are colluding with your enemy.
Which enemy do you mean?
The rogue Templars. I've seen them through the woods, heading for the Freemen bases, leaving with crates. Destroy the Freemen, and they'll lead you straight to the Red Templars. This I promise.
I'll look into this, Fairbanks.
All my information about the Freemen is right here, in our camp. Help us, and everything I know about the Dales, about these woods, I will share with the Inquisition.
Okay. It seems a little convenient that, he's been able to recognize the Red Templars and stuff. I don't know. I feel like there should be more to this than just, hey, enemy of my enemy. Exactly who are the free... Like, I think it was mentioned that the Freemen were Orlesian army deserters, but, like, why... What's with this whole... What's happening here? I don't know who first called this place Watcher's Canyon. I know it's named for the strange hooded figure overlooking the ravine. No one knows who he is. People in these parts always refer to him as the Watcher. He must have had an elven name. Perhaps he was one of their gods. None of the elves here can tell me. I don't think they even know anymore. In this cave, Watcher's Reach. Well, he's reaching down into it, isn't he? Maybe with him guarding us, we'll survive the war. What's that? Oh, that statue. It's fine, I'm a necromancer. I kill things to get health back. I'm sorry to tell you of the lives we have lost. Gertrude, Chauvin, Devon, and Jacques were taken by Sister Costo's men while hunting. They are dead. I pray the Maker have mercy on their souls. The Freemen are preparing for something, stocking up on supplies and men. Patrols range further every day. Be careful where you go. When you forage, keep close by to prevent more deaths. We must look out for each other. The soldiers among us have volunteered to guard and patrol. Guard and patrol Watcher's Reach, so the rest of you may stay safe. Heavy heart and your friend Protector Fairbanks. He needed more elf fruit, so I went with him to the grove by that strange rock on the road that looks like a grumpy old woman smoking a pipe. Freemen were there. They didn't see us at first, but Greer stepped on a twig. I didn't think that happened in real life, only in stories. That damn twig. I barely got away. Didn't like having to tell Fairbanks we lost the herbalist. They're going to kill us all one by one. There's some Veilfire. Walk past a rune on the way in here. And a lightning rune. Lovely. Even with countless gallons of water rushing down it for centuries, the wolf stash remains intact. Magic, perhaps?
I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood to talk right now.
Oh, okay. Wait. Solus hasn't piped up about anything he might know about the area, which is a little suspicious. Okay, we've got some water, we got a bridge, 2 rocks, and some kind of holla drawing between 2 trees. Alright, let's head out into the next objective, I guess. We'll figure out what's happening around here. Oh, no wonder you're having troubles. They're literally right outside your camp. And I know I say it pretty much everywhere we go, but look at this landscape. This is nice. Andraste's mercy. Elves were guilty of the greatest sin, of turning from the Maker, but we will show them mercy, for that is what Andraste teaches. Okay. Master Kells. The numbers are fantastic, sir. Trade's booming with all the lyrium showing up. Maybe it's red instead of blue, but people are still buying. That mage we picked up can look into what color means. He needs to start earning his keep. We have more coin on hand, too. No need to pay off some greasy dwarf since the red stuff isn't from the deep roads. Must be killing them. Someone struck lyrium up here, and they're not getting a piece.
A note. It claims this red lyrium's not coming from the deep roads.
Why am I carrying red lyrium with me? We got a body in the water. That's always a good sign. Now I have to investigate the death. Wait, where did you fall from? The tree? Or did you roll down, get washed down river a little bit?
I wonder if there is a single place in the Dales that does not know a human footstep.
Have a look at the potential murderer later, I guess. God, I love Walking Bomb. It's such a good spell. Oh my god. And that's another one closed. No elven treasure was hidden beneath the falls. That ridiculous tale lost me 6 soldiers. If I find the mage started the rumor, I'll kill him myself. But is there something beneath the falls?
Should we look around?
This venture brewed for a very discreet clientele, and strong enough to fluster a tranquil. An almost weightless spirit best served with a powdering of cat's bane and a flavor enhancer and antidote. Cat's bane has a flavor enhancer and an antidote, so I assume cat's bane is poisonous. Doesn't seem to be anything under the halls. Maybe that'll change later, I don't know. Parsons' battered notebook. Beyond Andraste's mercy, 100 steps to revelation. I don't know what it means. Is it allegory? I don't even know where the father got this mess of rambling. He spent his whole life figuring out that it pointed to objects in the emerald graves, and now I have to finish the job. This is going to kill me. Why would his dying wish be that I figured it out? What sort of father asked that of a son? 1. Here is my soul trapped in a cage of bone. Here is my past, forgotten in the bleak winds. Arcing above outstretched wings, even stone can rise. But the sky is a cruel mistress and waits for my life. A goblet of my blood on a table of ashes. Where can I stand? Turn around, face the shadows, do not blink. Halls of whispers carry secrets even the moon doesn't know. Roses and daisies for her love. Where he stands, none can fall. Dragon slayers, 4 at the northwest, 2 from the northeast, 3 from the southeast. They beg mercy from this woman, crowned with the grace and stars. Cannons at her head, mountains at her feet. She is the mother of faith. Beyond Andraste's mercy, 100 steps to revelation. Cradle the cat on a sling of silk and slay, never will the dove call more. An upward pointing finger to where your heart lies, but the spear pierces the eye of the tiger and the prey is the hunter. Blades of glass beneath my feet, I walk the path of the flame. Beneath the stones of sacrifice find the truth. On the back of the wind, in the palm of the fortune, at the first breath of the skies. Which ones to ignore, which to keep? I know the 12th is important. Beyond Andraste's mercy, 100 steps to revelation. Okay. Andraste's mercy's here. This is a puzzle I'm going to have to sort out a bit later. Because where is beyond? It doesn't give a direction unless we just go the way they're facing, which is where I'm assuming Dude Bro met his end. We'll handle that later. We're supposed to be looking for one of Fairbanks' associates that has been, I guess, captured or is being pursued by the Freeman. And they're at a Viridium mine, so let's start heading that way. Hello, Viridium mine. You've heard how the Dalish would hang trespassers hung from the trees? Is that what they say? Why would you believe you can still see them? I swear on the Maker's beard, when I saw that face in the tree, I was about to piss myself. Screaming face of a murdered bastard right in front of me. I was afraid if I stayed long, I would hear it howling. I hadn't even been drinking. Don't believe me? Go see for yourself. There's a tree with a face. Tree faces are fun. Or is Sister Costo a leak? Why do we have to deal with Sister Costo? Cassandra, smashy smash. Thank you.
Filth, taking advantage of the chaos of war.
I'm guessing she was profiting off of the lyrium trade? I don't know. I forget why. Oh my god, I'm not... apparently not all here today, because I've been reading things and immediately forgetting them. Hello, Gertrude.
Please, help us! The guards had a key. It's over there.
Where's there?
No, the other way!
This way?
No, the other way!
For God's sake. From Sister Costo. Hugh! Yes, I know what Jwami thinks about the people in Watcher's Reach. He's wrong. The refugees think us monsters, all because of Jermaine and his like. If I get in the way, I suppose we must eliminate them. Or if they get in the way, I suppose we must eliminate them, but we will not hunt them. We will not murder them unless they force our hand. I hope you understand. As I have said, there is no reason to worry about the other freemen's cells. Since we are in the Dales, I shall invoke the heathen philosophy of Ver Adalin, the way of the wood. Each tree is part of a greater whole. It is the same with us. We are all part of a greater plan. The Dales will be ours, that I promise. Some kind of conquest happening, I guess.
Oh, no!
Lady, can you point somewhere?
Yes, yes!
Oh my god.
You're going the wrong way!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, the other way!
Oh my god! That was all of the options!
That's the way!
It wasn't the way a second ago!
Yes, that way!
Oh my god.
You have it. Please, please open the door. I can't stand it in here another second. Thank the
Hell out of here.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. What's over here? There was another quest. So I guess we got the Sister Costeau thing from a wanted poster. Because we just picked up another one. The Deluded Chevalier. Wish I had some context for these, but okay. Okay, so the way it's looking is so far is that we're just going to be running around eliminating target to target until the operations here are disrupted. Which is fine. But I don't know if it was the game not telling me or if I was just being dumb that I didn't figure that out earlier. It's probably just me being dumb. I just woke up. What is this? Why do I want to cross it? Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die! Hello? It's over here. Also, as a side note, oh god, oh god, oh god. This works. This is fine. As a side note, one of the mission tables I popped in between sessions was we were looking for a missing assassin that we hired. And then we got a contact from Zevran, who's said something along the lines of, hey, I didn't know you were working for the Crows, and I may have accidentally taken out someone that you hired, and if I knew that you had hired him, I would have at least let him finish the job. So, he's gonna handle it for us. As a favor to Liliana.
Take advantage of chaos to further their own cause.
So it looks like the Freemen are trying to, or at least, at the very least, like certain higher-ups and agents within the Freemen are trying to take advantage of this civil war that's happening to claim territory for themselves. Did you hear Sister Costeau was fallen? I'm surprised it took so long. She was soft. Unfortunately, we also lost the rats we were going to send to Soldi. We have to make sure this doesn't happen again. Even Mafreth, the betrayer, had a part to play. Who are we to say the elves do not? I wonder if all these statues have something to do with the series of riddles. Have to spend some time to look through that.
It's sad to see Corypheus corrupting a place like this.
Jwami's notes. A gust has made progress in the Exalted Plains. We are together in this, but Maker's breath, how that irks me. That weapon, or whatever secret is hidden in those glyphs, is mine by rights. Malifant trusts me most. He won't have it. Not while I live.
Freeman's leader should be holed up here. This place has seen better days.
These men are thugs. What do you expect?
I haven't heard anything from the plane, have you?
No, nothing recent anyway.
Pages from Lord Marl's journal. The journal of one of the villa's former owners. Current occupants toss it aside. Artem is the very soul of discretion. I could have a Templar to dinner and they would be none the wiser. If the Templars haven't gone off to Maker knows what, I might try it. Valerie complains, but the Empress herself is such an advisor, why not me? His services are useful, and no one could better ensure our security, no matter the distractions of the city, will ease her mind soon enough.
Seems to be the last of them.
I'm guessing that was the man in charge.
We've struck a blow against the Freemen.
Letter bearing the Templar seal. Have a chat with Malifant, make sure everything's running smoothly. While there, see if any of his men might wish to volunteer their services at Empress du Lion. We would always do with a few more. Be discreet. Malifant's still useful. I doubt he'd remain so if he thinks we're stealing his soldiers.
Seems we interrupted their meeting with the Templars.
They weren't expecting us. Whatever they came for might still be here.
I mean, they came for people, didn't they? Or was that like a side thing? I guess, have a quick look around, see if there's anything noteworthy.
There must be something here. Part of a key. There's a rune inscribed on it. Or part of one.
Exalted Marches of the Dales. The Chantry story of Exalted March of the Dales paints the picture of the righteous faithful arrayed against heathen savages. But I have long studied the Dales, and I find the acceptable version of the tale to be a poor one, laden with overt pro-Chantry But I have long studied the Dales, and I find the acceptable version of the tale to be a poor one, laden with overt pro-Chantry and pro-human biases. Thus is my moral imperative to propose an alternative interpretation, that the Exalted March of the Dales is nothing more than an expansionist ploy hiding behind the mask of faith. I mean, probably, yeah. A letter to Malifant. I'm sending men to discuss some changes. It's nothing dire. You'll find the demands perfectly reasonable. We're willing to compensate you for any inconvenience. I want our relationship to be mutually beneficial. It's been going so well, each of us with our crusades. Smashy smash. Oh, hello.
Red lyrium.
They must have been smuggling it for the Templars.
Not anymore.
The official appraisal. A note addressed to the villa's former owner lies next to an unusual device. Lord Marl. I posed a few questions to my contacts in the White Spire, discreetly of course, lest they want the piece for themselves. From what I can gather, the device, rustically dubbed a lyrium Epilin? I don't know. It's meant to restore broken runes. They are not widely used. Some suggest that if the runes were affixed to some object, the device could restore them itself, although I was unable to confirm the truth of this. This is purely academic as it requires a mage to function. It is nevertheless a rare piece prized among the collectors of curiosities. I trust you are pleased with the purchase. Sincerely, Emile Fabre, collector and purveyor of unique ephemerae. We saw some of these in, what was the DLC with, Talus? That one. Malifant kept several journals. This one details the founding of the Freemen of the Dales. August and I have established outposts in the Emerald Graves. We are spreading the word to both armies. I'm sick of good Orlesian men and women dying for someone else's cause. It ends now. Orlesia belonged to us, the people who defend her borders, who till her fields. If we're to fight and kill for something, let it be that. Several pages later, Templars approach us. They are not the order I knew, but they have offered weapons and gold if we help bring their supplies through the Emerald Graves. If we are to free the Dales from the grasp of the nobility, we need what they have to offer. It's a deal with a demon, but our cause is worthwhile. Okay, so see if we can find the other parts of this key. Okay, that's broken. It won't let me click on it. Second key fragment, nice. What I find most interesting is that despite the lack of open discussion in the matter of human sexuality, there is a commonality we found on this subject in all Andrastian lands. Typically, one's sexual habits are considered natural and separate from matters of procreation, and only among the nobility, where procreation involves issues of inheritance and the union of powerful families, is it considered of vital importance. Yet even there, a noble who has done their duty to the family might be allowed to pursue their own sexual interests without raising eyebrows. The view of indulging lust with a member of the same gender varies from land to land. In Orlais, it is considered a quirk of character and nothing more. In Ferelden, it is a matter of scandal if done indiscreetly, but otherwise nothing noteworthy. In Tevinter, it is considered selfish and deviant behavior among nobles, but actually encouraged with favored slaves. Nowhere is it forbidden, and sex of mankind is only considered worthy of judgment when taken to awful excess or performed in public eye. I see Lauren's death in my mind all the time. The man who killed her, one of the usurper's soldiers, was familiar. I wouldn't be surprised if I once shared a drink with him. Isn't that how it is now? Brothers against brother? The priests tell me to remember Lauren's life, not her death, so I try to recall years past, the countless times she saved me. The day we first met, when I was a young recruit who almost pissed myself at her barked orders. Because of her, I learned discipline and control. She instilled in me pride in what we did. She taught me how to use a sword, more importantly, she taught me how to keep it sheathed. She was fearless, strong, regal, and she was cut down like a common peasant by someone we may have once known. Will anyone remember her? Will Celine? There's a new soldier in our battalion. Gordian. He is a good fellow, with an accent I can't place. Like he spent time in the marches. It doesn't matter. In the end, he's been a comfort, listening to me talk about those who died. He also lost friends in Celine's war, and he's tired, like we are. He said a very wise thing. There's no war without soldiers, and the Empress can't wage her war if we refuse to fight. Alright, that was the third piece of the key, so we can just run back to the, whatever that contraption was called, because I cannot pronounce it. And hopefully just smack them back together. Neatly pinned note addressed to the villa's former owner. My lord, everything is in order for your departure. I granted leave to all non-essential staff and arranged transportation for the time you requested. I have taken the liberty of securing the more valuable items in your personal storeroom. I trust you'll find everything to your satisfaction. Artem. Alright, what's behind the locked door?
What have we here?
Alright, a bunch of materials and some bits of gear that would be useful if we didn't already outlevel it. So with that, everything handled here, are we done with helping out these dudes? Do we just return to, what's his name at the camp? Fairbanks? That's his name, right? Apparently the last bit of red lyrium is just around the corner, which I kind of want Varric to be here for, but might as well grab it now before I forget. Cassandra, do the honors. This one's for you, Varric. Which I might need him to come unlock that door for me. Anyways.
You saved my people. We'd given them up for dead. Perhaps the stories are true.
What is your opinion of the Civil War?
When I quarrel with my cousin, wine is spilled. Perhaps someone loses a tooth. When Celine feuds with Earl, a country is torn apart. Does it matter to a farmer or a woodsman who reigns in Valborg? Yet they suffer. They're all weary, Inquisitor.
Who are these freemen of the Dales?
Most are deserters from the war, tired of fighting and dying for a cause in which they have no stake. But recently, the Freemen have organized, started attacking anyone and everyone. Their new leaders are driving them to take the Dales for themselves.
Tell me about your people.
Simple people. Most have lost family. All have lost their homes. I found a few, helped them, found this cave for shelter. Word spread and more came. We just want to survive.
I need to be going.
Good day then.
Okay, well, a bit anticlimactic, but it seems that Corypheus and the Red Templars are... Oh hey, we have a little thing here.
I've little to give, but I'll always be grateful.
Cool. It looks like the Red Templars are trying to, you know, prolong the Civil War and cause as much chaos as they can.
Inquisitor, you saved Gertrude and the others. Thank you so much. This is bold of me, but if I could have a moment.
What else do you know about Fairbanks?
He is a good man. He found us when we most needed him. He kept us safe. He doesn't like to talk about himself, so I actually don't know much about him.
I'd like to know more about you and the rest of the people here.
Most of us are simple folk. Farmers, fishermen. Jolene over there is a smith. Just people trying to escape the war.
I'm here. What do you need?
This is about Fairbanks. There is a rumor that he is of noble blood. Once the war is over, many of us will return to serve our lords, to work their fields, raise their brats. Most of the aristocracy know little of the lives of commoners. They care nothing for us. Fairbanks is different. He is a great man. There is much he could do if he had the power. If the rumor is true, if Fairbanks is noble and we have proof. Do you see what I'm saying?
Does Fairbanks know about this rumor?
He doesn't like it. And he won't let me discuss it. Stubborn ass.
This rumor about Fairbanks being noble. What do you want me to do about it?
Oh, I don't mean to impose, but you travel all over the Dales, don't you? Perhaps if you found something that could help. I've written everything I know in my journal. You can look at it.
Goodbye.
Writes mainly about life at Watcher's Reach. Your curiosity about Fairbanks is interspersed between detailed descriptions of foraging excursions. I saw Fairbanks looking at a gold medallion as I walked past him. It bore the image of some kind of bird with the motto, "To the sun on blessed wings." Odd. The old elf, Calder, has such stories. He talks about how Fairbanks helped people, even before the war. Calder says there's someone who thinks Fairbanks is actually noble blood, not a commoner like it claims. I wonder if that has anything to do with the medallion. I pestered Calder some more to make me stop asking. He told me the story of the Lamarck family. Lord Giraud Lamarck's only daughter fell in love with a chevalier, in the service of Lord Giraud's enemy, and ended up with his child. Lord Giraud was furious and turned Bernice out of her home, and then had her lover assassinated. Bernice never returned to her father and fled to the Dales. Her child was stillborn, but Lord Giraud eventually regretted what he had done, and on his deathbed left all his lands and titles to her, and all her offspring. Why would he have done that if he was certain the child died? I can't stop thinking about it. What if Fairbanks is really the Lamarck's baby? Imagine all the good he could do if he was noble and inherited that fortune. But having him reinstated will take proof. After all I've heard of the Council of Heralds, there can be no doubt. Maybe the medallion? But anyone could have a trinket like that. There could be something here in the Dales to help me prove it, but I wouldn't know where to start. Okay, well that's another thing we could put our attention towards. But it seems that... I'm trying to remember what I was talking about before. Red Templar are trying to cause as much chaos as they can. My only thoughts as to why would be, well, we know that he's going to try to assassinate Empress Celine, which, you know, throws Orlais into chaos and gives him the opportunity to, you know, sweep through the area. This would help out just causing, you know, more chaos and unrest for Corypheus' people to swoop in and, you know, reinstate power and stability and be the saviors of Orlais, essentially. Looks like I'm going to need a rogue to get into these areas.
We'll need to look around.
Which we can probably handle that in the next episode. So, until then, my name's been Tojo. Remember to leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!